8 things that need to happen in Sweet Home before the show ends. Sweet Home Season 3 is being described as a grand finale, suggesting Netflix's hit K-drama starring Song Kang is heading toward a conclusion. Summary: Eun-hyuk may be a villain in Season 3, but he should hopefully reunite with his sister on good terms. Yikyung's powerful monster daughter needs to reconcile with her as they navigate their relationship. Yansu could face a moral dilemma in aligning with humans or neo-humans amidst Ouimayang's sinister plan in Season 3. Sweet Home Season 3 is being described as a grand finale, and there are some important things that need to happen before the show ends. After 3 years of waiting leading up to Season 2, Sweet Home returned with a 2-part story that will now continue in Season 3. The next season of Sweet Home will premiere less than a year after the previous one, adding to the idea both seasons are all one major story that will wrap up the Netflix K-drama hit. Sweet Home 3 has so far released a clip and an official synopsis. Eun-hyuk's return as a neo-human, Yansu's struggle to control his monster self, and Ouimayang's plan for a new society are among the biggest storylines going into Sweet Home Season 3. Considering how Sweet Home Season 2's ending included multiple cliffhangers, it is safe to say the new season will pick up right where the previous one ended. 8. Eun-hyuk and Unyu need to properly reunite in Sweet Home. Unyu spends all of Sweet Home Season 2 looking for her brother, hoping he is the one protecting her from the shadows. While Unyu was wrong about her silent protector, that was actually Yansu, she was right about her brother being alive. Sweet Home Season 3 will feature Eun-hyuk, who survived the destruction of the building in Season 2 and is now presumably a monster. The first clip for Sweet Home 3 sees Unyu and Eun-hyuk walking together alongside Yansu, yet it seems like they are not very happy about it. There are many hints suggesting Eun-hyuk is now a villain, or that he is at least not in control of his monster's powers and will end up being a threat to others. It also seems like he, Unyu, and Yansu will have to work for Ouimayang at some point. Therefore, even though the two siblings will technically reunite in Season 3, it does not seem like it will be the happy moment Unyu was dreaming of. Hopefully, Eun-hyuk and Unyu can properly reunite and have a moment as brother and sister before the show ends. 7. Sweet Home's Yikang needs to reconnect with her daughter. Sweet Home's monster child is very powerful. Sweet Home Season 2 introduced Yikang's daughter, a child who was already born a monster. Yikang's child is arguably Sweet Home's most important character now, as her powers go beyond what any other neo-humans, including Yansu, have showcased. The girl can turn people into monsters just by touching them, after which she can control them. Sweet Home's monster girl can also read minds. However, the kid and her mother were never on good terms. Before Sweet Home ends, Yikang and the child need to find common ground. Otherwise, their story might end in tragedy again. 6. Yansu needs to decide which side he will fight for in Sweet Home. Yansu is both human and monster. Yansu is in a difficult position in Sweet Home. On one hand, Song Kang's character is a good person who will always stand up for his friends and is never afraid of putting himself in danger to help others. On the other hand, Yansu is also a neo-human who hates the idea of monsters being hunted down simply because they are cursed. Yansu has fought to protect other monsters and neo-humans before, suggesting he will not always stand with the humans. With Ouimayang trying to build a new world for neo-humans, Yansu will soon have to make a decision. 5. Yikang must learn the truth about her fiancé. Sang-won as Ouimayang. Sweet Home Season 2's finale casually revealed that Yikang's fiancé, the one she spent most of Season 1 searching for, was actually Ouimayang all along. Sang-won turned into a monster and became a lab rat for the government in a series of experiments led by Dr. Lim. After he escaped the lab, he took on the body of a soldier and started to go by Ouimayang. Sang-won has since taken over Sang-wook's body and is now running some sort of secret operation. Yikang is oblivious to all this and still believes her fiancé died in the lab. 4. Sweet Home must reveal what Ouimayang's plan is. Ouimayang is planning something big. Sang-wook aka Ouimayang aka Sang-won is Sweet Home's main villain and has been such since Season 1. He is now running an operation dedicated to experimenting on humans, but it is unclear what his ultimate plan is. Ouimayang may be trying to find a way of turning humans into monsters, which would help him create a society ruled by neo-humans. Ouimayang despises humans and believes people like him are the next step of evolution and thus should be respected rather than feared. The villain has captured Dr. Lim, who may now be forced to work for Ouimayang. 3. Sweet Home's Sergeant Tak's secret needs to be exposed. Tak is putting everyone at the stadium in danger. Sergeant Tak was one of Sweet Home Season 2's best new characters, namely because of how many secrets he was hiding. The biggest of these secrets is that Sergeant Tak is infected with the curse and could turn into a creature at any time. This is why Tak has refused to kill monsters that were not posing a threat to humans. Still, with the tension rising among the residents of the stadium, Tak is becoming more and more dangerous to those around him. Chief Lee, who is also hiding a secret herself, can already tell that something is off about Tak. 2. The origins of Sweet Home's monster curse must be revealed. How did the monster outbreak start after all? Most zombie stories, rather than a monster virus, these creatures are being born out of a curse that unleashes the worst side of humanity. Apart from a spin-off manga set in the same world as Sweet Home, there is not much in the source material about the origins of the monsterification process. This is something Sweet Home should at least tackle before the show ends, even if it does not really answer how the curse came to be or who was Patient Zero. 1. The fate of the world must be settled before Sweet Home ends. Who will win the humans versus monsters war? Sweet Home cannot end before giving a definitive answer as to what will happen to the world now that so many monsters and neo-humans are living in it. Ouimayang probably wants to get rid of all humans and create a world ruled by those who have the curse, whereas what is left of the military will want to destroy all neo-humans. Hopefully, Yansu can stop both of them and help create a world where humans and neo-humans can live in harmony. Another option is that Yikang's daughter, who holds so much power, ends the curse herself.